My first self-aware experience with anxiety was during COVID. I was freaking out because I was 7 months pregnant, and after seeing empty shelves at the shop, I was somehow more aware of the severity of the pandemic, which made me very panicky. So upset that hubby banned me from shopping until our son was born. At the time, I didn't realize it was anxiety until my son was born. As a mom, you're already on high alert about the safety and well-being of your child. So imagine that feeling being amplified. If you're not familiar with anxiety, it is an anticipation of future threat, which causes an unpleasant inner turmoil that includes feelings of dread. For me, it showed up as catastrophizing, which is basically fixating on the worst possible outcome and treating it as likely when it's not. So, what did I do to manage it? Number 1, therapy. Although this is still stigmatized in the African community, I highly recommend it. This provided me with coping mechanisms, and the one that genuinely still works for me till this day is taking a long, deep breath. Number 2, journaling. This has always helped me in identifying and acknowledging my feelings and emotions. When journaling, I trace back the root cause of the negative emotion I'm feeling by identifying when I started feeling that way. So, for example, I started feeling sad when friend X told me about their wedding engagement. From here, you can begin to explore why you felt sad. For example, do you think it won't happen for you? Or do you feel sad because your friend is ending up with a loser? Jokes, I'm joking, but you get my point. When you're honest about the why, you can start doing something about it. Number 3, pray. Now that you have identified what you feel and why you feel that way, you can start doing something about it. Before I get into problem-solving mode, I pray and just tell God about how I'm feeling. I do this by verbally praying about it and writing it down in my prayer journal. There's just something about writing it down that helps me release it into the hands of God. Number 4, plan for success. The main premise of anxiety is that you're worried about future outcomes. What I've learned to do is use it as a reminder to get things done. For instance, recently I was worried about Christmas shopping for family and friends in September. Like, who thinks about Christmas that early? What I would have previously done was I would worry about it and procrastinate doing anything about it until it was too late, which would have gotten me more riled up. Instead, what I did was I created a list of people to get gifts for, went on Pinterest to get ideas, and started putting items in carts when I remembered. I even created a post to guide you with your own shopping this Christmas. Talk about being productive. I'm happy to report that by October, I was done my Christmas shopping. So what's my point? Your worries may be valid, but instead of being stuck in the worry loop, you can do something about it. And this is why I recommended praying first, because you get ideas on how to tackle the how. Additionally, a tool that helps me plan is my daily planner. I have created a 2025 digital planner with a step-by-step direction on how to plan for your year, month, and day in a manner that helps you prioritize your values and ensure that you are living a well-balanced life. You can check it out in the link below. I will conclude with the wise words of King Solomon. It is vain for you to eat the bread of anxious labors. Psalm 127 verse 2. Instead, give that responsibility to God, who will ultimately direct your steps. Thank you for reading, Akere.